As far as I know, I reached the end of the game, so today we're gonna end it. And finish the story with the Changing God and the sorrow and everything else. With the first and the last cast off. The story was quite good. We'll see about the end. And then I'll make a conclusion about the whole game when I finish it. But so far it's more than solid. But let's see what's gonna happen. There is a bug with Aligern. And it's a very stupid bug. And I can't go with Aligern because he stays prone. And whatever you do, whatever you enter, he stays in a prone. So all that we can currently do right now is go without Aligern. That's the only way, unfortunately.
Yes.
Alright.
Now.
Get this bloody crazy. Excuse me for a second. Dora. Be right back. Devilry has landed us here. It's a place called a labyrinth, some kind of physical construct. Or in my mind, our sire's resonance chamber drew us here. Use anything you want. You make something that will help me here. Everything costs 0. So I might just equip everything. This is free of charge.
These ciphers are killing me.
Cipher. Until next slip. It's fine. It's fine.
Yes.
Let's go for Tibir first. Alright.
All right. I'm ready.
There is practically nothing to be done here. But let's do it. Gonna examine all the pages for that little XP it's gonna give. It explains about the tides, what tide is for what, and how it came to happen. We have indigo tides, blue tides, gold tides, silver tides, and red tides.
I'm going.
That's about it. Now we need to recruit Tibir again.
I'll remember that.
Speed it up. Tibir's link rings unusable by Tibir. Going to the right.
Naturally.
I can move on.
Let's go.
Alright, let's do this. We're gonna examine the runes. Examine the obelisk. Touch the obelisk. Use anamnesias. Simple as that.
Why not?
Two of them remained. One is Mazov, the other one a Fimpy. See if you can touch him. What's wrong? Pull him out of his cage. Try to pull him out of the cage again. Trapped.
Naturally.
Let's try with a Fimpy then. Don't know if I want to release Mazov. What illusion do you mean? Can you free others? Who are you? Reflection. Lacuna. Device.
Coming.
And now we can free them. Wonder if I can free the other one. That Mazov. Try to understand the nature of his torment. Give him a shin.
I think I'm ready to try something new.
Need your help. Come with me. Maybe that's for the come with me. Gave me a cipher. Tibir. Use the cipher. Can I free
Why not?
Loyan Stalls? Let's try to free him. There's nothing else to be done here.
think I'm ready to try something new.
Nice. That's also done.
Fair enough. All right.
Save. Go to the next room. I'm gonna free Matkina first. If there's the bug with Aligern again, I won't recruit Aligern this time. He's gonna stay in the calm, in the labyrinth, because I can't help him like that.
Absolutely.
He only bugs out the whole sequence. I'll save before I try to free Aligern. Let's do it with Matkina now. We don't need to fight anymore. Try to understand how you can help her. Get close and let her kill you. These deaths are not your fault.
Updated my
Raise the gold tide. You don't owe me anything. You wanna join me again?
Let's go.
Kina's with us. We'll level her up. Now Aligern. He is staying prone. Let's see if he's gonna get up, but I guess the bug will remain. If that happens, I can't do anything about it.
I'm ready to pick my path.
You want to join me again? And he
Yes.
stays prone. Unfortunately, Aligern is out forever. I can't recruit him. That's all that we can do. Just free him from here. But nothing else.
Making a note.
You can head up to the place called the Calm. You should be safe there. That's all that we can do. We're gonna
Why
play
not?
without Aligern. Damn, that looks beautiful.
Of course.
Examine the statue as a whole. Touch the square. Touch the circle. Try to pull the seal, touch the grass. Pull the
I'm
seal
ready to
free.
pick my path.
Leave the
Of
statue.
course.
Let's level them up. Increase ability or skill. What about if I go with skill? Stealth. Let's go with ability. Gonna give him faint.
That'll do fine.
You. Increase the stat pulls in speed.
That should work.
Confirm.
Fine.
That's fine enough. One more room left. And then we go for the changing god.
It's done.
That room. It's gonna be quick.
All right.
Those shades aren't real. You can free yourself. The shades are devouring you as you devoured so many lives to feed your own. Yeah. Intimidation.
Of course. All right.
Before I speak with Philetis, we're gonna do this altar. Move side to side, see if the eyes follow you. This. Got critical success. Feel the surface. Touch it. Gain an artifact. Summon the statue again. Leave it alone. Now these artifacts. What am I wearing? 4 resistance. Can switch those. My galvanic hammer is definitely the best thing there is. Heavy melee weapon. Cacophony blade. 18 physical on crits. Deals 8 mental damage. Only usable by Tibir instead of ornament. He's gonna lose space for ciphers
Don't
if
you?
I do it. 2 ciphers. To see what I'm gonna do with all of those ciphers.
Why not?
But we're in the danger zone. Many. I drank in the light. He is just mumbling. He doesn't give any direct answer on more riddles.
Yes.
I don't want to spend my time with that conversation. I already seen it yesterday, but I encountered Aligern's bug, and now I'm doing everything again, but without Aligern, so I can proceed on. That's the whole point. Now this is completely new. From this point onwards, everything is new. Aligern is still prone, laying on the ground, and you can't move Aligern. That's how it is. If I take him with me, we're fucked. And I don't want that to happen. I wanna rest.
Lovely.
Now, about the ciphers, what can I use immediately? Because we won't rest anymore.
Forward.
I can easily use
Onward.
the ciphers now. 1 might, 5 armor.
That's the
Till
stuff.
next slip.
Yeah.
What I be here?
Yeah. Can't say I mind that.
What about
What?
you? She can't use any ciphers. Check now. Good. Kinda good.
I don't
Fine.
know.
We need to enter that portal. Now let's do one last save before we proceed to the next area.
Fine.
Let's move on to the portal. See where it leads to. This would be the eternal battle. Yes. None of this is real. She doesn't believe that. I don't care. Let's try to convince her. Try to persuade her.
All right.
This is not the real Emerald's battle. Maybe we'll shake her up till she comes to. What's this? Smite. Defeat the remaining soldiers in Rainbow squad. Stronger day. Changing the outcast. Crazy. Matkina. Less dimensional damage. To the full. Nice. Let's kill this one.
Barely making a scratch.
Come closer. There we go. I'd rather kill.
You dare strike me? Can't say I mind that.
Okay, that's over. Let's loot. What's this? Smash open the crystals to waste their energy. Yeah. Smash them open. Smash open the weakened crystals. Crush the pearl and release its energy. What the fuck will I do now? I don't know what I did, but let's move on. There are more of those soldiers. Can we speak with her?
Why not?
Yeah, more fights. Oh, Sunhead. Avoid the violence. What do you mean avoid the violence?
All right.
I'll check the pylons. Try to activate the pylon. Interesting. Let's try to speak with Andreas. This one we can stop them without killing them. Fine. Let's turn them on. Activate the pylon. One more remaining. Fuck. Killing me with that damage. Crit it.
Good.
Stasis failed. There it stasis. Fine. Can I speak with you now? I need to kill the first militia. Crit! Shit. Can do right now. He's dead. Alright.
Can't say I mind that.
Put that into stasis.
Don't mind if I do.
What about Andronus Sandhand? Thank you for freeing me. Cast off is trapped in some kind of stasis. The edge of the building is linked to the enormous machine next to them.
Alright.
Can you see the machine in full? What's the name of this? Endless Battle Phantom. Well, we've seen Endless Battle finally. So... now. You are? Chalcedon. I can't speak with Chalcedon. Go in there, Tabir. Shoot him. Nice. Can I reach someone? Can I reach Chalcedon or him? I'd rather kill him. I'm gonna leave Chalcedon for the last. Crit! Shit. Nice. Not Tybir. No. No, you fucks.
Maybe use some help over here.
Fuck. No. He missed. Kina. Get there.
Good. I'm ready.
Dash.
Taste of death for you.
And
Could heal. So let's heal.
that's the stuff.
We can still attack. I'll kill him.
What a shame.
Who do I aim here? You. Yeah, let's kill.
Didn't see that coming.
Critted. Nice, he attacked with Kina instead of Tybir. That's good. Just trust the original. Oh, he's strong. Oh, dash again.
Something you might not expect.
Nice. Tybir. Good heal again.
Never get enough of that.
Shoot him.
Looks like that hurt.
Is that? Yeah.
Let's go.
Doors are opened. Glowing petroglyphs portray the meat to the endless battle from the local population's perspective. Two gods met in battle, laying waste to the nearby villages without any sign the Titans noticed.
I'm
Take
going.
this. From Chalcedon. Staff of Snakes. Another cipher.
These ciphers are killing me.
Alright, you live with Cypher. Minor. Minus 2 to intellect. Minus 2 to intellect. You. Minus 1 trained level. That's fine.
I'll handle it. Fine.
I could patch them up.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I guess I can patch the beer up to plus 3 points of speed. What's your speed amount? Seven out of 7.
Yes. I'm going.
That's it. Yeah,
Yes.
let's get in there. Let's see that conversation. First, cast off and the changing god arguing. Interesting.
Gladly.
What's this? Dust cold rolls over you with each burst of light. Presumably this machine was something of your sire's, constructed from cast off memories. Well, it's time to begin this. So rather the changing god says, I gave you my reasons, I have enough to explain myself to you. Having your researches uncovered secrets of the tides you never knew. You never have figured on your own. I'm twice the thinker. You're an excellent. I won't deny the adventure your awareness provides, but not deign to suggest we're anything like equals. I can't tell you how much pleasure it gives me to see her trapped here. You think there's no other way out? We got to help her, or we'll get stuck too. Wouldn't that be ironic? Say nothing. What are you doing here? How do I get out of here? Stop arguing, this isn't real. She throws her hands in the air. Stop arguing, this isn't real, it can't be. You're a father to me, but I see now what you really are. You're a narcissist. You've forgotten the fear of death. He falls silent, retaining deep and reflecting stillness. I haven't forgotten the fear of death. I live with it every day, the reminder of what he's taken from me. I realize that everything I do is in the service of gaining it back. It's not just for me. What do you think you are to me anyway? We're your children, all of us. We're looking to you for guidance and help. We want to be your allies, but you keep setting us aside, and now you're withholding something that could save our lives. The changing god. Now you're speaking for the rest of them, eh? Making yourself first among equals. Well, I've said this before, but apparently it wasn't clear to you, so I will clarify. You can relay these words to the others. His voice is as cold as a death star. I have but one daughter. You are not she. You have a daughter. Right here, the one you're talking about has been dead for centuries, but I'm flesh and blood. I'm alive and begging for your help to stay that way. You're not my daughter, you're a creation, you're a shell. Do you feel shame when you discard your old clothes? Do you feel pity when a doll burns? I feel as much connection to you as I do to that mask. I don't hate you, Maralal. I don't despise you, but you need to look at this from my perspective. All of this equipment, all of the cast-offs, they're all just byproducts of what I began long ago. I must finish what I started. How will you finish what you started? The sorrow hunts us because of what you've done. We know that. The sorrow is an unfortunate byproduct of my work. You know that, so my solution is simple. So the sorrow is unfortunate product of his work. I'm going to find a way to bring you all back into myself. My mind will be whole again. And whatever evil the sorrow thinks I've done will be put to rest. It will leave us alone forever. That's what he wants to do. Not us, you. If you suck us into your head, we will no longer exist. I won't let you. We'll find another way. How will you find a solution that has eluded me? By definition, you cannot. What are you doing here? How do I get out of here? I don't care what you think. This life is mine. I'll choose how to live it. My body's in the blue. This is all an illusion. I won't be part of it anymore. Your last cast-off believes in what I'm doing. I no longer need your approval. You're right, we're just pieces of your mind. I'm sorry I would doubted you. I don't care what you think, this life is mine, I will choose how to live it. I don't care what you think, this life is mine, I will choose how to live it.
I'm ready to pick my path.
So what's gonna happen now? He enters the portal. She crashed her eye, regards you quietly for why did you choose to save me from that? I said what I thought was the truth. I need to activate the portal. Solving your problem was the way to do it. It was the right thing to do. What will happen now? I need to step inside that portal. Again. Gonna increase edge and speed.
This will be helpful.
Let's save.
Yes.
Get inside the portal. First Phantom. Okay. What the fuck is this? The chamber. I get it. Holy fuck. Let's see what can we do with the chamber. How you doing, Boeing? Interesting. The portal out of this phantom lies just out of reach. You'll have to find some way to get to it.
Ready.
Okay, let's do here. Focus your wheel on the control panel to focus your wheel on the floors. With this phantom, command them to rise. I need to use the tidal surge. Will the sorrow appear?
Yes.
Let's do it with this one. Connect this platform to the one on your left. Leave it.
Don't mind if I do.
Come on. Press the flickering image of the human figure. Leave it. The last cast off. What the fuck
Yes. Now.
is this shit? What can we connect here? Wanna get inside that thing? Press the pulsing image. Connect this platform to the one on your left. Press the pulsing image. Hello, you must be me. Do you know what this place is? Cloning laboratory, where prototype bodies were tested. Ah, from the Changing God. It's like a nightmare version of laboratory, I know. Who are you? How long do you last? Only a few minutes, give or take. It's not so bad, it doesn't hurt, at least I don't remember it hurting. How do you know all of this if you live a short time? Our creator always liked to process things externally, to have someone to talk to. He constructed assistants all the time. I was unable to maintain my memories from version to version. That way I could provide more useful feedback on how one body moved or felt compared to another. A progenitor would even have me perform tasks from time to time, sometimes mundane, sometimes dangerous. The fact that I could learn from my mistakes was a great help. If you're me, then why you're a woman? Our progenitor was funny like that. Gender for the next self was always a last-minute decision. Our creator was never content with one or even two genders. It was a fungible thing. He would constantly explore and experiment, even trying Werglia and Gibra and Diruk bodies at different points. Even after centuries with our creator, I can't explain the fastidiousness about gender. It's just the way it is. Could you perform a task for me? Like walk to the other station and toggle the floors? Sure, I can do that. Interesting. What the fuck? So,
Let's go.
what now? Can we do something? Connect this platform to the one on the left, to the one on your right. Press the pulp. Connect it to... I wanna get to the center of the room. Leave it.
You won't notice
Can I
I'm
get
gone.
there? Come on. Connect this platform to the one on your right. Press the image of the human figure. Now it's gonna appear here. Bloody hell. Toggle the floors at the other station again. What will happen now? Jesus Christ. There we go. I wanted that
cool.
shit. Now let's see what it is. It's the bloody chamber. Woman lies inside. Something disturbs the air next to you. The ghostly woman face begins to appear, as though your thoughts summon her. You did summon me. I can discern your memories more clearly than the others, even more clearly than my own, but I remember now. This is who I was, the daughter of the Changing God. He did all of that for his daughter. All of this mess is about his dead daughter. He was the father who tried to save me after the siege of the Tabat. He discovered how to transfer consciousness, my consciousness, into a new body, hoping it would save me, but it didn't. My sickness followed me in my mind, so he put me in there. He tried to find a cure for me, and when that failed, he tried to bring me back from death itself. He thought I was unconscious in there, but I remember the memories are fragmented, but they're there. I was aware of everything, and with so many new memories flooding my mind, I'm able to fill in the gaps I didn't know. So the whole mess up. Any good movie in theaters in my area? I think new Wolverine only. For now. Only new Wolverine in theaters, as far as I know. So all of this mess up about the Changing God And the sorrow and everything else. Sorrow is his byproduct, the thing that went wrong in his experiments. The changing god is not a god. He only learned how to traverse time, and he wanted to save his dead daughter, and in those attempts he created cast-offs. So that would be the whole story of this game. Does this mean you're a cast-off? How often he tried to bring you back? Does this mean you're a cast-off? I don't think so. I had my own consciousness like my father does. This is who I was. Now I'm probably just a memory, stored forever in Labyrinth. And he invented Labyrinth. Is it a nice quality? It's Cineplex. And yeah, it's top-notch quality. In one theater we have more than 10 different movies at the same time, non-stop, from 2 p.m. to 12. So yeah, it's very good. And it's very close to me. It's like 500 meters away from my house currently. And yeah, it has a very good quality. You can watch in 3D, in 4K. It all depends what movies do you want to watch. But there are like 10 different movies non-stop, each and every day. How often he has tried to bring you back? Considering he had centuries to do it, not very often. A lot at first, then only when he remembered or had some new idea. He used the probability engines underneath Sega's cliffs to birth women with my personality. He tried to use the Heaven's Rejoinder, his means for turning back defeats in the endless battle. Once he tried to kidnap a version of me from an alternate reality, but she died in a tragic accident. He never tried that again. How much do you remember from being in that tank? And I was in the tank until the Sorrow attacked us. My father fled, saving himself. Maybe he figured he could bring me back even without my body. Is the kind of a thing he would assume. Maybe he didn't care. Does that mean this phantom is constructed from your memories? I don't recognize. No, wait, yes. It's all twisted and disordered, like a nightmare, but yes. I think these are my memories. I need to get to that portal. Can you build me a pet?
I'm ready to pick my path.
Yes, I can. There we fucking go. Go, stop him. He's harmed more lives than anyone can count. If you have the power to heal the floors, would you have the power to heal me as well? While you're in this place, yes, I think I might.
Thanks.
We're healed,
Of course.
fully patched, and we can go. So let's see what's on the other side. Stop the bloody changing god. I don't watch movies that much, Boeing. I love TV shows way much more than I watch the movies. Movies are short, 1.5 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 3 at the tops, and then it ends. I'm really more for TV shows that last a long time, like Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, that type of TV shows. The massive door leads to the resonance, but it's barred by a sturdy brass cage. Where are we? To the dark phantom.
Ready.
Let's see what is this then. Place your hand on the surface and it will open. Okay. More Mircasters. A familiar looking stasis chamber lies in the center of the dome. Just fashioned from synth and cold iron sits to one side behind a pool of diamond hovers in the air. Scattering prismatic light, a pedestal glows near your hand, the parts are blue. There is nothing that seems to warrant the blaring klaxons, yet you know the alarm sounds for a reason. Look at the chamber, open the sin chest, investigate the hovering diamond, touch the pulsing light on the pedestal. Look at the chamber. The ghostly woman's stasis chamber, the real one from which the labyrinth constructions were made. The changing god's daughter lies inside, her skin is pale, and there are dark circles around her eyes. This laboratory must belong to the changing god. Open the chamber, investigate the hovering diamond. Welcome back, please state your query. Alarm, the changing god daughter. Alarm. There are no matching entries. Please restate your query. Escape. Won't take any risk with this new body. I've initiated a fail-safe procedure to transport me away should something happen to me or the laboratory. The tides. The tides can even turn back death itself. I certainly hope so for her sake. There's a thunderous boom. The floor shakes and sways beneath you, causing you to lose your balance. Outside the dam, the horizon tilts back and forth, giving you a sense of vertigo. Suddenly a man appears in front of you. He's not all there. You can see the clouds and mist on the door on the other side of him. He wears the look of a human terror on his face. It's broken into the tower. It's only a matter of time before it reaches us here. We have to do something fast. He means about the sorrow, I guess. Reminds you of a specter from the labyrinth, though his face, clothing and voice are not the same. What are you? Now's really not the time to get into this again. I'm in intelligence, put in charge of this laboratory. As your advisor, I refuse to argue about the nature of my existence till we're safely out of this mess. Can you make the alarm stop? Sure. Okay. No more that fucking sound. Oh. What's here? The sorrow is here. It found us somehow, and now it's trying to break into the lab. We need to get you out of here. Why is the sorrow here? What does it want? What should we do? I strongly advise you to save yourself, thus saving both of our minds. Unfortunately, that would mean leaving her. I don't like it any more than you do. The only other options I can think of are somehow stops the sorrow by force, or figure out what it wants. I don't think we have enough time for either. When you know something I don't. Something in archives to help us. Just be careful what you research in there. We don't have any time to waste. How close is the sorrow? It's inside the tower. If it gets past the electrostatic barrier. Tell me about the girl in the chamber. You mean Mika? She's no better than she was before. Worse, actually. I hate to say this, but I don't think we can save her. Tell me about the storage locker. Last I remember, we moved a bunch of new stuff in there while I was deactivated. Tell me about the diamond. Your archives. Open the sin chest. Examine the rod with the crystal on the end. Examine the other steel dome. Go back. Examine the other steel dome. Rod. Take the domination road. Examine the other steel dome again. Go back to the archival. Speak to the spectral man. Return your attention to the stage. Go back to the archival. Listen to the entry for escape again. The changing god advisor daughter domination rod. There are no matching entries. Please restate your inquiry. Mika. Changing god daughter. It shatters the electrostatic shield. If it breaks through the plasma window, we're done for. What's your plan? You got a plan? Go back to the archival diamond. The Sorrow. I don't know what the Sorrow is exactly, just that it's old, really old, and it doesn't pay much attention to established laws of space-time. I wonder just how established those laws really are. Anyway, I first came across mention of it in my research of the tides. It appears to have been some kind of guardian against tidal abuse. Evidence suggests it may have been solely responsible for the destruction of one of the prior worlds. My experiments with consciousness transfer appear to have woken it. I don't believe it's after me specifically, but I have come to believe it was responsible for the destruction of my previous laboratory. Ooh. Merge consciousness. Consciousness transfer. The Tabat, the siege of Sagas Cliffs. Go back to the city. What do we do? The changing god? There are no matching entries. Merge consciousness. Consciousness transfer. Transfer Mika body to a new body. A clone of her original. A foul black cloud rises from the hatch and in the air is feel unearthly. A terrible face emerges from the cloud. It examines you, then it turns its attention to the chamber. While the Sorrow is distracted, duck past it and down the hatch. Attack the Sorrow. Leave her alone. I'm the one who initiated the consciousness transfer. Take me. Use the domination rod against the Sorrow. Nothing happens. It turns its attention to you. One of its tendrils darts toward you, slicing through both the strong glass wall and steel floor. It reaches your face and you feel nothing. The tendril goes right through your body. You realize that the dome is fading away. Your body is fading away as some device tugs it safely away to another location. Sorrow's becomes a shrink. Jesus Christ. The Sorrow is like Ebola. There are no clear answers yet what the Sorrow is. I can only guess, and we have like 3 different things to guess what the Sorrow is. Thank goodness the failsafe kick in. We'll be safe though the girl and I are doomed. I'll be easy to recover, but she, I'm sure you'll... He's cut off as the Sorrow tendrils fly the laboratory all around, in its blind fury, melting and boiling into ash. Interesting. I remember now all of it. I told you I was aware of everything while I was in that chamber. I remember my father abandoned me. I remember too how you risked your life for me. After the Sorrow destroyed the stasis chamber, I woke up here in the labyrinth. I wasn't aware though, not for a long time, not until you came and started changing things. So you're not just a memory, but I couldn't save you. You tried, which is more than I can say for my father. You risk your own life. Besides, if he had died in there, you and every other cast-off would never have existed. Maybe there are some realities you can't change. So you're not just a memory. No, I'm not a memory, or a reflection, or a lacuna. I'm Mika, the full consciousness of the changeless goddaughter. What do you mean I start changing things? You're the last cast-off. The one my father created to witness this place, to command it. You have been changing the labyrinth since you were first born. You're the one who will decide our fate. I understand all I need to do, so what do we do now? There is one more mirror. Enter it, open the resonance, and end this for all of us. That mirror. Alright. There were so many things I also want to check in the first mirror, but we can't check everything in one try. I'll need multiple tries to check everything. Place your hands on the surface and it will open. Let's check the other mirror. The world revolves far below you. The sunset in scarlet flare on the horizon. To the east, deep indigo shadows fall, painting the planet with darkness. The faintest shimmer of a force screen distorts your vision. The exhalation station pushes warm, moist air across your skin. With a shock, you realize that the view before you is almost identical to the world you saw as you fell to the earth, just slightly higher. We fell from there at the start of the game. You're in a great hall that is more like an organic space than a constructed room. Machine literally sprouts from the floors and walls. A voice speaks, as if from the air itself. Are you certain this procedure will give you final control over the cast-offs? If you're mistaken, the chamber may fail, or worse, detonate with you inside. The voice is familiar, you can't quite put your finger on its identity. Where are you? What are you talking about? Of course I'm certain, I'll make it happen. What are you talking about? You had me run calculations, remember? I told you that for a slight chance it might explode with you inside, but the chances were vanishingly slim. It was only the other day I realized you have a lot in your mind right now, but we need to focus. We've been trying to get this right for years, centuries. The resonance chamber is ready in Sagas. We just need to make sure this body will work as a catalyst. They mean my body. If something happens down there, I'll signal you to move to the next vessel. And if you don't get out in time, well, you've got me. Let's hear it for redundancy. Now just settle in the paddle and make sure this body will work for us. Try to remember how the staff works. I know you. Remember how the process works. I don't want any part of this. I've been trying to stop this from happening. Analysis. Let's try to remember. Study the staff and it feels like coming home. It's a familiar friend, comforting ally. It is the cornerstone to this moon, the key to every lock. You know that it copies your mind weekly, serving as a fail-safe and a familiar consciousness. It's your natural ally. When it speaks with Spectre's voice. And if it must manifest, it can create a ghostly image of the changeless god original body. Holding it, you feel safe, control. I know you. And hope so, considering that you duplicated me from your own mind less than a week ago. Now let's get you into that chamber. Are you feeling alright? I'm just a little concerned. You're a duplicate of my mind. Yes. Hold one moment, please. You're a new mind in this body. How did you get here? You're a cast-off. That means that this body is the catalyst. We'll be able to activate the resonance chamber. You need to listen very closely to me. Your body is the key to stopping the sorrow. We just need to get you into the chamber and our struggles will be at an end. Clearly we didn't make it the resonance chamber in your timeline. If you change history here, we you run the risk of destroying yourself. So what happens? The sorrow destroys this moon. I'm not entirely sure. I woke up in an escape cocoon. I don't trust you. You try to take over my mind. I don't trust you. Was that me? Was the man whose body you inhabit now? Right now I need to figure out how to escape. The sorrow is going to destroy this place. I heard that the resonance chamber will kill all the cast-offs. It won't kill you. It will unite you. It will stop the sorrow. It will end the suffering that trails behind us. We need to discuss this later. Cast-off from the future. It means that in the next few minutes something disastrous is going to happen. I need to make sure that we have a continuity of experience and knowledge, so tell me through what happens. The sorrow destroys this moon. Then we need to get you off it quickly. The sorrow destroys this place. All is lost unless you can escape. Remind me how the process works. I don't want any part of this. I've been trying to stop this from happening. The sorrow is going to destroy you. Get to another body. We can always make a new catalyst go. Anything can stop the sorrow. Study the map to find a way to escape paths. Try to pull off one of the vibrating petals. Smashing lower machinery. Examine the construct. Let's do it. Let's see if we can stop the sorrow. Try to pull off one of the vibrating petals. May have some effect on the sorrow. Let's go with an amnesias. You think you can remember the road? The sorrow has breached its walls. Where's the motherfucker? Try to figure out how the grid memory guild works. The spectre speaks over your shoulder. This is strange, isn't it? Knowing that I'm watching you make my home, that I'm going to be updating and making your experiences, that my consciousness will feel this does so with you. An unbroken, indefinite chain. Hold any illusions about the sanity of consciousness, but you know that already. Keep running, get to the escape pods. Sorrow tears apart the wall in a fury of light and tidal energy. The flickering energy inside the hood betray no emotion except hunger. It's inexorable. Slow it. Use the platelet you tore from the column of energy to slow the sorrow. Use the gauntlet that you took from the construct. Stand and face the inevitable. Use the gauntlet. Then sorrow manifests again. Guess not. Run across the bay to use the injection. Yeah.
That's the stuff.
You race across the room and snatch a syringe from its case. You feel instantly calmer, the world is brighter, you can hear the sorrow inexorable progress. You have a few bare moments before it comes. Use the platylate you tore from the column of energy to slow the sorrow. Fixing the sorrow in place. Climb into the escape pod. An onslaught of tides, all in blue and silver. A stream of information too fast and too large to process. Conscious before you can identify what it is. Okay. So what the fuck happened? The main door will open. Okay. What is this? The Changing God? The Spectre? I hope you will open it for me, and here we are. It's time for some hard truths, child. The first Kesto, how this for the truth? The resonance is mine, it belongs to me and all Kestovs. I have worked too hard for it to be otherwise. Stand aside, old man, and let us determine our own destiny. Your destiny, you're part of me. Your destiny was never yours to determine, and the resonance is not yours to claim. Only the latest Kestov can open the door. That body and I are the only ones capable of using the power beyond. You're out of your depth, Marlal, and this is no longer something that concerns you. I need to open the door, and you've done that. The cage I can handle on my own. When I enter the resonance, it will be to return my errant children to my mind, where they belong. Leave me to it. We have no further quarrel. What say you? You think someone who calls himself the Changing God learn from his mistakes? Thinking about it, this hasn't been an easy road. I'll die before I let you in there. I'll die before I let you in there. Please, there is no need for ultimatums and dire threats. This moment is what you were made for. Tell me, is your plan to deal with the sorrow any better? Do you have one? At least he acts on other behalf. The one that haunts me. My daughter is dead. Do you hear me? I can't bring her back, no matter how hard I try. Is that so? I wish to fight you, Kestov, but neither will you keep me from this. What will it be? You're right, you earned this. She's your daughter. She told me so. The resonance is not yours to claim. The real Changing God died when I was born. You're just a backup of his memories. This. You speak in simple terms, but you're dense, even for one of my Kestovs. I'm the Changing God, and you're standing in my way. And I must tip to you on the moon. You're not the Changing God, you're an assistant, an update. Consciousness needs to be continuous. You're a copy of what the Changing God was. If there's any heir to the mantle of the Changing God, it's me. I've been able to change the past through the years, ever since I awoke. Need me in ways the Changing God wouldn't. You could not activate the resonance chamber without me. Nor even open this door, be honest. Don't you have any doubts? The Changing God would have lost when we fought. You will not enter that door, I will make sure of it. You're not the Changing God, you're an assistant, an update. Consciousness needs to be continuous. You're a copy of what the Changing God was. Spare me your philosophy, Kestov. If there's any heir to the mantle of the Changing God, it's me. I don't know what you are. I don't know who I am. It's clear that the fact troubles him. You weren't born. You were made by the Changing God. either. Is this your definition of life then? Will you try to argue both of us out of existence? I awoke when the changing god left my body. I'm real, you're not. You have no concept of how you awoke. You're an organic echo. Enough talk, it's clear you're stalling. Let's be done with this. He starts towards your bait with the light. The seat of his mind. Crisis initiated. 90 HP should be easy to deal with. Modify force. The fuck?
No more.
Are you fucking kidding me? Summoned Lacuna. Interesting. What happened, Mika? It's the nature of things, nothing lasts forever. You can always rebuild, close your eyes, see the things the way you want them to be, and soon they will be. See the things the way you want them to be. Use the last cast-off's new abilities to raise a pet to the Spectre. What new abilities? Who plays first? Tibir. Can barely move. What abilities? Okay, the first cast off. Lower floor. Raise floor. These abilities.
Like a whisper.
Move. Reach him. Crystal Spore. I'll probably go directly for the Changing God. I don't wanna fight these little shits. Although Tibir can handle them with ciphers. Can't get in. He can't get in. Tibir's turn.
Barely making a scratch.
Motherfucker. Are you fucking crazy? Go
Fair
there.
enough. Barely making a scratch.
It's an old burning aura around him. Oh. Raise the floor. Here. Get over there.
Ready.
Get that fuck over there.
I'm ready.
Fuck this burning aura. It's insane.
All
Wanna
right.
get closer. Got him flanked. Can attack now. Transdimensional. Let's see how you cope with that.
Barely making a scratch.
I don't believe this shit.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
That aura is crazy. Destroy themselves around Tibir. This is worth. If I go close to them, that still lasts. They're dead. What? What a bullshit.
Feels like someone threw up in my
But it's fine. teleports us away. Summons Lacuna.
Naturally. No hard feelings.
Nice. First cast off is gonna deal with juvenile stitches. And I think it's time for you to die. Crit him. Shit. Matkina's gonna do it. She's next. We have a cipher to deal damage. Confer shell armor.
That's the stuff.
Matkina. Transdimensional. Kill the fucker. It was enough.
I'm ready to pick my path.
You're nothing, just a piece of my... what? What is that? The right to exit.
You won't notice I'm gone.
Can we heal?
What now?
I wanna heal.
What now? Thanks.
Can we heal more?
What? Thanks.
All right. Here. Now.
Seems a bloom juiced. Can we speak with the first cast off?
Yes.
Are you going to open it or do I have to kill you and open it myself? Alright. Let's do it. See what's gonna happen. Where is this thing now? Oh, the Sorrow. Is this the final boss fight? Yeah, there's the Sorrow. The Sorrow is here in its full power, wearing the uniquest physiques of its victims like a tethered cloak. Filaments of light and energy leak from it. Strange colors that correspond to no tides, you know. Its tendrils flutter and flap in unseen breeze. You come before me at last. Yet we have met so many times before. Its voice is a hissing multitude. One voice stands atop the rest. A woman's voice, soft and deep. The Sorrow. It gives me no pleasure to meet you in this place. But you and your kind have left me no choice. Everybody your sire creates abuses the forces you call the tides. They draw energy from those around them. In doing so, you weaken the seals on energy you do not comprehend. You increase the amount of suffering in the world. So the Sorrow is a good guy. Would you imagine that? Hello, Akavain. The Sorrow is actually a good guy in this game. And the Changing God is the bad guy. And they presented it the other way around. From the start of the game till the very end. It seems like that the Sorrow is a good guy. Every attempt at mitigating that damage has failed. Every step results in misery. You are the first in millennia to hear me speak in an embodied language. You are persistent, tenacious, and durable, and so perhaps words will suffice where destruction has failed. It is time to bring this experiment in immortality to a close. How have the tides increased suffering in the world? How have the tides increased the suffering in the world? The tides themselves do not cause suffering, rather the abuse of them in your bodies. Your kind has wrought torment on the world in the name of endless life. You bring pain, large and small, deliberate and inherent. Without you, the endless battle would never have raged. Without you, the children of the Endless Gate would not have terrorized the world. Betrayal, slaughter, and bloodshed are the hallmarks of a cast-off's wake. Taglia sacrificed his courage, his sanity, and his life for you. Your sister Matkina took her adoptive father's eyes, and though she mourned, she did not change her ways. Even the saintly Adris brought Torment into this world. She thought she drew my attention when she lashed out at me in Mile West. No. She was already marked. Her body. Your sire brought the jagged dream to Sega's cliffs to Torment strife. Adris rejected them, but chaos and misery trailed even her passage through the world. Cast-offs bring pain. Alright then, let's end this. I'm just trying to stop the abuse of the tides. Are you? We shall see. I know what they say of me. Destroyer of civilizations, Death's mistress, soul taker, ender of a circle. Yet I take no pleasure in destruction. My pursuit of your kind has been solely a matter of expedience. But you have come this far, despite my attempts to stop you. I will give you a last chance with an alternate solution. When Adris asked you what one life matters, you replied that only a life lived to its fullest matters. That a stagnant life has no meaning. We shall see if you will stand by those words. What is this place? Damn, every choice that I made in the last 30 hours of this game, the Sorrow knows. And now we'll see the ending with my choices. This place is the central chamber of your collective mind space. It is the resonance, the true expression of which your resonance chamber was but a shadow. In this place you touch the knowledge and strength of every cast-off ever created. Why are you here? When you escaped me on the moon, I placed a piece of myself here as a last resort. I've ridden here in your mind since then. Indeed, I could have not found the moon had you not returned to it in the mirror, bringing me along with you. I called myself to myself in that reality, breaching the station defenses to close the loop of time that brought me here, all to ensure the power of the resonance is not abused, that your kind does not worsen the world again. Good guy Sorrow. Yeah, it's the final boss, but it's also, it seems like it's good. The Sorrow is the one who protects the world from suffering, and we are the bad guys in this game. And our creator, the changing god, is the bad guy, and the Sorrow is a good guy. And all the time that we spent in this game we thought otherwise, that we are good and the Sorrow is bad. The Sorrow is actually a very good guy. He cares about all civilizations and worlds, and that's what his purpose is. A very tough choice to be made, to be honest. All to ensure the power is not abused, that your kind does not worsen the world again. What are you? I'm a guardian, a protector, a legacy of forgotten people, tasked to watch over that which they failed to defend. Adris says she never used a tidal surge in her life. How did she abuse the tides then? The surges are one manifestation of that suffering, but your kind draw and distort the energy of the tides at a level you cannot understand. Her passage left lovers squabbling, children's crying, and conflict escalated that might have been avoided. Though she suspected this truth and sought the shelter of Mile West, even she has been the outer of invisible miseries. Every one of you is the same. So what happens now? It is up to you. The question is, with what purpose have you come? I came here to stop you from hunting us. I came here to end the tidal abuse caused by our bodies. I came here to keep the changing god from snuffing out our existence. I never meant to come here. These fucking choices why have I come here at all? I come to stop the changing god, but then I found out that the Sorrow is a good guy. So what do we answer now? Came here to stop you from hunting us is not the answer. I never meant to come here is not the answer too, so one out of these two, number 2 and number 3. I came to end the title abuse caused by our bodies. I came here to keep the changing god from snuffing out our existence. We're gonna say the truth. Because this motherfucker knows. He knows everything. The fate of the cast-offs hang by a precious thread. Tread carefully. He is pissed off with my answer. My sire believed that subsuming all the cast-offs into his head would stop you from hunting us. Is that true? The first said that the severing connection between us would stop you from hunting us. Is that true? What if I just want everything back the way it was? Is that possible? How do I choose? Let's do this. Perhaps for a time, if we could resist making no further cast-offs. But I have trailed him across the centuries, and I know that he could not resist. The lure of newer experience too strong for him to resist. He would awaken me again and again. What if the cast-offs were subsumed into someone else, someone who wouldn't perpetuate the cycle? The first said severing the connection between us will stop you from hunting us. Is that true? The connection of which she speaks is the labyrinth itself. You would no longer draw your power from this place, and my pursuit of you would cease. Your sister's solution would have shattered this place. It would have destroyed the tidal seals that protect the populace from madness. My charter is to guard those seals, to protect that energy. Had our plans actually worked, it would have destroyed the minds of thousands. I could not allow that to occur. Is there any other way to sever the tidal connection? Would you just... shit. What if the cast-offs were subsumed into someone else, someone who wouldn't perpetuate the cycle? Could you find such a person? I will consider it an ideal solution, yet consider this space. This is a space too large for an immortal mind. Will unfractured through reality cannot hold it all. Only someone already attuned to the labyrinth might successfully contain your minds. Only one of your kind. You said someone attuned to the labyrinth could not contain the minds of the cast-offs. Does that include Micah? Tell me who can contain the consciousness of all cast-offs again. Only one who is attuned to the resonance. Only one who is here. Me or Micah. There are no other choices. Simple as that. Is there any other way to sever the tidal connection? Would have shattered and destroyed the labyrinth. The resonance, however, is a sharp edge. It can sever the connection cleanly and without harm, eliminating your kind and the threat you pose to the integrity of tidal energies. It is the wise choice. He wants to eliminate us all. That's not a choice. Tell me again, what would happen if we severed the connection between cast-offs? What if I just want everything back the way it was? Is that possible? Yes, you and your kind can continue to exist, and I will continue to hunt you down. The ever-present looming specter of your mortality, erasing you from history one by one. I will allow this. How do I choose? Entwine myself through every piece of this place. It is mine. Tell me your choice and I will make it reality, if I approve. Interesting. What if you don't approve my choice? Then I will oppose you with all my strength. That is why I'm here. It seems like you allow any choice I make. What will you oppose? The resonance has the power to combine and sever. to remove the protections over the tides entirely. Doing so will fetter a truly dangerous force, trailing the land of psychic landscape for millennia. I cannot permit this choice and I will resist it with all my strength. Remove the protections like you, but the cast-offs would survive. You and your kind would survive unstaged, yes, but the result for so many others, both now and in the future, would be catastrophic. It's not my nature to allow such a things. If you prefer that we all die, why don't you just sever the connection? Manifested here, but I control the resonance itself. I'm the lock on the door, but your thoughts are the key. Your will remain paramount in this place. I can resist your choice, but I cannot make the choice for you. What about this? She has no body, but if you were to allow her to rise to the surface of your mind, to take your body, then it would be possible for her to absorb these experiences, though I do not know if it would cure the illness that spurred her father's experiments. Very well, I'm ready to make my choice. I await your decision. I reject your authority, Sorrow. I will use the resonance to destroy you, and all of us will live free. Merge a soul into Matkina, my eldest sister, the first. I choose her as the repository of our minds. The only one blameless in all of this is Micah, the mortal daughter of the changing god. Merge our consciousness into her, and she'll live out her days in my body. None of these choices are right, and I have no right to choose the fate of so many. I want to return everything and everyone the way it was. The cast-offs are a cancer. I will sever the tidal connection to exist our influence on the world. I'll finish the changes God work and merge all the cast-offs into my consciousness. Holy fuck the decisions. I reject your authority, Sorrow. I will use the resonance to destroy you, and all of us will live free. Did you not understand me? If you destroy me, you destroy the protections on the tides. You will unleash an explosion of tides that will drive hundreds of thousands of people to madness, death, or worse. You will pollute this land for generations. I will oppose you with every ounce of my strength. Destroyed civilizations already. I feel the deaths of each victim. I will end you. Those lives pale compared to how you might yet unleash. I act for the good of the future. So long as you live, we're slaves to terror. A terror inflicted on us by your creators. In destroying you, we will be truly free. I have studied you. I know your weaknesses. I am your equal, and I'm ready for you. Brought you here, but you guided me and manipulated you. I'm ready to end you now. You destroyed civilizations already. I feel the deaths of each victim. I will end you. As you wish. Unleash a tidal surge. You fool, you have brought madness to innocent. You feel immortality stripped away piece by piece. A lot of choices. There's like 20 different endings. The sorrows will eating away at Disintegrated like acid. You feel the chamber breaking down around you, the labyrinth disintegrating, your connection to your fellow cast-offs disappearing. The dream space fades as the sorrow implodes, and then darkness. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a right choice. It's very difficult to get the right choice. You need to see all the endings. We're in the bloom again. Vertigo cells, you sit up. Terror, insanity, gibbering, and murder. This is your doing. Honestly, I didn't think he had the spine for choice like that. It's a hard thing to choose the good of one group over another. But he have much more to offer than they. Do you think the sorrow is really gone? He's just blasted with force of the resonance. I fear that. It isn't here right now destroying us. But I guess I'm not entirely destroyed. It's nothing going to bother us again. Turn to your companions.
Though I do like the idea of putting some space between the Saga's protectorate and me, maybe I'll head to Mirajolia.
I've earned some distance from this whole mess, to my mind. Think I'll take it. And soon.
Return to Mile of Est rebuild. Set out a tone for what's wrongs you've done. Find a new path, a strong one. Leave, figure out your next steps later. Set out a tone for what wrongs you've done. Thousands lost their minds in Sagas and surrounding lands. The unaffected struggled to go on with their lives while madness plagued the countryside. It prowled the alleys and hollows of the place like predator the sorrow had been. Meanwhile, the cast-offs, mortal, yet still very long-lived, carried on as they always had, bikering, fighting and hiding. As the decades passed, they felt the tides stir and strengthen. They turned their attention from each other and guarded their lives like precious treasure. Wailing the cess of the world, increasingly terrified that their hunter might someday return. You will remember for your great acts of compassion and sacrifice. For years to come, tales of your life inspired the people of the Ninth World to follow the murmuring of their conscience and protect those who could not protect themselves. Matkina started the war in Maragilias. They created a new community. She's happy now. Tibir was also respected. I don't care about Eritis. I don't care about Rin. Pico got stronger. We've died veterans. Tarnish, okay, don't care about it. Saved the Sagas cliffs from Stitcha's eggs. The Endless Gate was closed. All the good choices. The bloom was quiet. But everyone went insane. Mile of Est is rebuilding. Well, that's one ending. We're gonna see at least one or two more different endings. I guess. So yeah, let's see one or two more different endings. Be right back, going to toilet. Alright. Did the bloody game bugged out on the loading screen? What the fuck? Doesn't matter. We'll restart. I wanna see at least two more different endings. I've finished the Torment Tides of Numenera finally. And I wanna try the different endings now. The last conversation with the Sorrow. Turns out that the Sorrow is a good guy. And that we, cast-offs, are bad. Along with our changing god. You'll see now. How are you doing that, Hunter? See if the quick save is gonna work. If it's not, then we go from the autosave. It stopped last time on 49%. There might be a corrupted file, but it doesn't matter, I can reload from the autosave. for real. Working again. Yeah, that file is corrupted. I'm quite sure the file is corrupted. I'll go from the autosave. Alright. Come on. I'll do my review of the game in, well, probably by tomorrow. It's gonna be my very first review, and I wanna make it right. Let's go from autosave to. That should load. You'll see what I think of the game very soon, that Hunter. I'll upload everything on my YouTube channel, what I think about the game. We're gonna speed all of this up. I have a lot of opinions on this game, to be honest. Alright, let's speed it. We're gonna do all of this. Oh shit. Hope I didn't fuck up.
Just what I needed.
Alright, we escaped from the moon. Before I let you in there. You will not enter the door.
Making a note.
We're gonna speed up until the sorrow. Five floors. 5. Transport us. So actually we fight the changing god. My YouTube channel. Just scroll under the video. But yeah, it's under the same username. It is. Who plays Tibir? Get over there. She's gonna teleport. Let's raise floor.
Consider
Over
it
there. There's the link. I'll do the review of the game once I end the stream, and I'll upload it probably tomorrow. And I'll say exactly what I think about the game. Get in there.
Why not?
Where is the electronic thing, this.
Down you go.
That's how you burn the fuckers. Thanks, that hunter. Let's raise one more floor.
Fine.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
My YouTube channel is very young though.
I'm ready for whatever comes.
Let's kill him. They'll all die here. Can't do shit against Tibir.
I need to shake this.
If I get close to that, it's gonna implode.
On my way.
Yeah, nice. Nice. We can just wait. Damn, the last cast off is all the way down now. Hey. Yeah, I upload everything. I usually upload everything. He wrecked the floor. Get the floor up. We'll kill him. Crit. Oh shit. He should be dazed. Let's do it like this. I'll go behind him.
Something you might not expect.
Damn close. What are you doing? Oh, leave. No, no!
Let's go.
Yeah. The shards explode. Interesting. He'll wait. Kill him. Come on. Come on, first guest off. Raise.
All right.
Let's get over there.
You won't
Get
notice
over
I'm
there.
gone. Good. I'm ready.
I'll speak with the Sorrow again. See what happens when we listen to the Sorrow without fighting them.
I feel terrible.
Do not teleport Matkina. Don't be a...
I need to shake this.
Okay, Matkina's gonna kill him. Where the fuck are you going, Juvenile Stitches? Where are you going? Oh, cool. She hurts.
All right.
Okay, Matkina's gonna finish the job. Let's use Transdimensional.
Fear me. You know you
What
fear
class I would suggest that you start with? You have three classes. Glaive, a Jack, and Nano. doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm ready.
I'll explain everything in my review of the game, but it completely doesn't matter. I would suggest glaive, but for this game it's not important. You can solve everything through conversations. Itemization and fighting sequences are next to non-existent in the game. Everything can be solved through conversations. I'll explain in more detail very soon when I do the review of the game, but so far it doesn't matter. Let's speak with the Sarah. I wanna choose the different ending from the last time. I'm just trying to stop the abuse of the tides. We're gonna try to stop the abuse of the tides. What happens now? I came here. To end the tidal abuse. Then our purpose are as one. Now we agree with the sorrow. How do I choose? I'm ready to make my choice. Where cast-offs are a cancer, I will sever the tidal connection to excise our influence on the world. Merge a soul into Matkina. We're gonna do this. A cancer, really? You don't know our kind like I do. We haven't served with them in trenches of the endless battle. Fought the secret wars of history, guided human civilization in Sage's protectorate. If I weren't for the cast-offs, so much of history here would be different, and the place would be unrecognizable. The only cancer is your mind, infant. You'd allow me to slaughter hundreds of individuals, your kind, for the sole purpose of your belief. This does not seem in keeping with your choices to this point, but I do not judge. I must know the solution is my ideal, for it will end the chance that another cast-off will awaken me. But most mortals will go to almost any lengths to preserve their lives. Why do you differ? What you said earlier, that we trail misery in our wake. We live too much pain in this world to justify continuing. We're always at each other's throats. Worse, we use mortals like ciphers, leaving them in the dust when we're done. Better than we excise the harm. I don't have to justify myself. Let me do this. You're right, we're a cancer. Then we will proceed. Do you really think I'm going to stand by and let you make the decision? You're responsible for the destruction of Mile West. You claim justification in the greater good, just as I am now. Only I'm including humanity. The endless battle spilled out of your rage, and look what it became. I'm happy with my choice. We do this. Sarah will remember us as a worthy prey. Prepare yourself. Well, in my first ending, I chose to end the sorrow, and a lot of misfortune happened upon the world when I ended the sorrow, because the sorrow is the protector of the world and the good guy. On my second choice, right now, I spared the sorrow when I killed us, all of the cast-offs, and see what ending we get now. A pure white thread from the Black Sorrow. Let the memories come. You slip into oblivion. Yeah, for everything that you choose, there is a trophy. Haligern survived. And Tibir. The last cast of Vanish utterly, erased from existence.
For me, first order of business is to get out of the bloom. Maybe head back to Orman. I need to let my people out.
If I was an optimist, and you know I'm not, I'd say our troubles were tucked into bed. Doubt they are, though. Maybe we should keep our distance from each other until we know for sure.
Let's see the ending. All these endings are depressive. It depends from the side you're looking on, Boing. They're not depressive. I mean, the worst thing that you can do is my first ending, to kill the Sorrow. You kill the main protector of the world, of the Ninth World. You kill the main protector of the Numenera. We, the cast-offs, as products of the Changing God. The Changing God is a bad guy, and we are his products, his copies. He made all of those copies to try and save his daughter. He did all of that for his daughter. And he got lost along the way. He went completely mad. And the best possible way we can end the game is to actually kill ourselves and all the bloody cast-offs in the Ninth World. And now we say the absence of the cast-offs changed the Ninth World, sometimes for the better, often for the worse. For the cast-offs were powerful, and seats of power do not remain empty or uncontested for long. You were remembered for your great acts of compassion and sacrifice. For years to come, tales of your life inspired the people of the Ninth World to follow the okay. Haligern is fine. No one knows what became of Calistige. Tibir is fine. Eretis is fine. Arin is fine. The Surgeons are good. Stitch's eggs, Sage's cliffs are saved. The Endless Gate is closed. Bloom is the same as it was. Artagia's irregulars are scattered. Ruins of Mile of West are broken. And that's it. Okay. I think I'll try to do the review of this game. And I'll be completely honest about it. I'll upload the video tonight or tomorrow when I wake up. It was a nice experience, that's all that I can say for now. It's nothing amazing, but a nice CRPG experience. I expected more. But I guess the story delivered. The story was good. Very good, actually. I could go and see all the 20 different endings, but I guess I know what's going on in all of those endings. Some of our choices that were made through the game have stayed till the very end. The only choice that you can make is sacrifice yourself, the Sorrow wins as a good guy, go with the Changing God, and destroy the Sorrow, destroy the Changing God, destroy the Sorrow, then madness rolls all over the Ninth World because of it. A lot of different choices in the game. I'll see, I'll think about it before I do the review for the game. I really think about everything, and I'll go in order